take a look at your work week forecast for June 13th through June 17th, and we're looking at a pretty nice week out there for mid-June. Temperatures are going to be mostly pleasant for the most part. Not a lot of humidity till the end of the week. Not a lot of precipitation until we get to Thursday, where we have a chance of some thunderstorms, and Friday with an additional chance of some showers. But for the most part, pretty nice week. And even Thursday and Friday, there'll be some sun mixed in between. No washout days or anything like that. So let's take a look at what's going on here across the country here on radar. So first of all, we're going to see this in a second here, but really, really warm temperatures here across the southern plains and the desert southwest. Not unusual for this time of year, but even warmer than they normally would be this time of year. However, we, for the most part, are still being at least somewhat influenced by Canadian air, which is why it's been really pleasant here lately. We have gotten a little bit more humidity and a little bit more heat moving in our direction here across the northeastern United States, but not too much. And the overall pattern, we're going to see this as we look at the upper level. But here we got a lot of activity across the upper Midwest. And you think, oh, this is going to head in our direction. We're going to have showers and thunderstorms tomorrow or Wednesday. But what's going to happen is the overall pattern is moving this actually just to our south. This is actually going to dissipate in strength quite significantly over the next day or so. And then whatever's left of it is going to sink to our south across the mid-Atlantic. And we're going to remain basically nice today and tomorrow and Wednesday. So here you can see, again, lots of thunderstorm clouds, but this shows you a little bit better the flow, and you can see that the flow is from the northwest to southeast. That's why we're a little bit cooler here across southern Vermont than we would be, especially with all the sun that we're getting. That's not to say we're cool, we're in the 70s, but a little bit cooler than we would be. We're not hot and humid. And also you can see that's the pattern that these storms are going to follow. And one thing, when you go when storms go south, northeast to south, northwest to southeast, I know my directions, I promise. That is a trend that tends to make them dissipate. It's on the backside of the ridge that also tends to make it dissipate. And in addition to that, it's going to sink to our south. So we're not really going to see much influence from this. However, in general, this area, additional low pressure systems and fronts will develop basically back here across the northern plains eventually on Thursday into Friday. That's what's going to approach our area and give us a chance for our rain later in the week. In terms of overall pattern, here's temperature. This is anomalies at temperature is warmer than average is in the red. This is at 850 millibars, which is kind of the lowest level of the atmosphere that's not overly influenced by the ground. This is a good thing to look at it just where the heat is. And one, you can see, first of all, we're relatively warm across a lot of North America currently. Even up into Canada, it's actually quite warm, although obviously that's cooler than we are across the Central Plains here. But you will notice that we have a little bit of a cooler spot of air. We're closer to average air here across the Northeast today, and that really we have this ridge across the central part of the country where the heat is really building. It doesn't look like quite yet any of this is going to make its way in our direction. I'm sure we will tap into this kind of heat at some point this summer, but not right now, and it won't be as hot. We're talking lots of 100-degree temperatures across Texas today. As we look at the upper level pattern, same kind of thing. You see, we do have an area, kind of a trophy area, almost a cutoff low pressure system here at 500 millibars. Big ridge across the central part of the country. And as long as we are sort of in this northwest flow, we will continue to be really pleasant. That's really nice weather for us here. It does mean that we often get those afternoons, some pop-up, not so much showers. I don't think there's not quite enough moisture around here for that to happen today, but it does mean we often get clouds in the afternoon with those cooler temperatures aloft. It does tend to give us cumulus clouds, kind of puffy white clouds late in the afternoon. Sometimes we can get a sprinkle out of those real briefly. That was kind of like what happened yesterday during the afternoon, not so much overnight when we did actually get a little bit of a system to move through. But that's what we're looking at. So in terms of our forecast, today we're in the upper 70s, lots of sun. There are a few clouds, like I said, around. Tomorrow, actually, even a little bit cooler as we get into the heart of that cooler trough air. Really nice day tomorrow, mid-70s, full sun, just about as good as it gets. Wednesday, we do start to warm back up a little bit, heading towards more of a summer feel instead of a late spring or early summer feel, kind of more of a not quite midsummer feel. Won't be a lot of humidity on Wednesday, but Wednesday's a really nice day as well. Lots of sun, some clouds around on Wednesday, but highs in the upper 70s. Thursday, we get close to 80. Thursday afternoon, we definitely have a chance of some storms. We'll have to see how strong those get. I don't think they're going to be a widespread severe outbreak or anything like that, but there could be some stronger storms with this on Thursday afternoon. And then Friday, the humidity does start to build on Friday. We're not going to see too much sun, but we'll still be in the low 80s. If we did get more sun, which is possible, we'll have to kind of see how that really works itself out. We could be up in the mid 80s. Friday could be kind of a soupy day. In terms of what that looks like from a work week highlight, Dry for the early part of the week. Temperatures and humidities climb through the week, especially Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Storms likely Thursday afternoon. Some storms could be strong. And Friday's a muggy day with off and on showers throughout the day. Really, anytime during the day on Friday, we have a chance for that. All right, that's your work week forecast here for June 13th through the 17th. If you have any questions, certainly feel free to reach out to me on social media. I want to give a quick shout out to my patrons who help support what I do here, and encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't before, because it helps make sure you don't miss any of my videos. Thanks, and I'll be back on Friday with an updated look at your weekend forecast.